Hello, welcome to the video 3 Bridge Geometry Splitting Members video. My name is Ravi Ozarkar and today I'm going to talk about chapter 7 in the PDF document that we had distributed. You can get this document from Amazon also or other sources. Now if you look at the PDF document, step number 1 says you need to go to GTStrudel and you can go in and split these members. Okay, so before I split it, I'm just going to go to File, Generate GTStrudel Text Input File, and I'm going to save this input file for you. Okay, so in case if you require it, I can distribute it. Okay, so I'm just going to call it Chapter 6. And I'm going to save this. And what this file is, it's actually a text input file that you can open up using GTStrudel and see what you've done. Okay. You can also save this file as a binary file. You can go to File, Save Model, and you can call this Chapter 6. And this saves it as a GTS file, which is a binary file. The difference between the two files is that one file, the first one that I created, is very small and you can actually email it to anyone. It doesn't contain anything but just the inputs, and then you can run it and see the results. GTS files, on the other hand, contain all the results also. Okay, so if you click on Create, there is this option called Edit, and if there's this option called Split Members. Okay, and now you can select the members that you want to split. Okay, now if you click on Select Members to Split, you'll be able to select the members in the graphics, and I'm just going to select 4 members that we just created. Okay, oops, if you select a wrong member, you can easily just escape out. Okay, and then click on Select Members again and do the selection again. Okay, so I keep on clicking on the wrong member, but you can actually zoom in again, click on Select Members to Split. Let's just select that member correctly. Okay, and once if you want to unselect it, you can re-click on it. Okay, and once that's done, you can right click in the graphics, click on this dialog box where you specify the number of splits. Okay, now here in the book it says split it into 10 sections. I don't think we can create this model using this demo version with it, so I'm just going to place maybe 4 spaces. Okay, and then Split Members and click on Store. Okay, so that'll actually create less members so that you can actually run this model using the demo version of GTStrudel, because this program has a limit. Okay, of a limitation on number of members and nodes, so that's why, you know, the whole purpose is here to teach you how to use GTStrudel. So now if I click on Select Place Members, Create Place Members, I'm on step number 8. Here you can specify the member shapes that you want to use now, and I'm going to use the 1.5 by 1.5 inch sections. Now use this option called Create End to End. Okay, and we're going to go in and just draw the stringers. Okay, so here just click on these 2 dots, again click on Generate Members. Now note that it's actually expecting us to to continue the drawing process, okay, you can actually go just say specify start and end, okay, and now you can just say, okay, it won't really ask you for the next node points. All you have to do is just click on the start node, click on the end node, and it's done, okay. Okay, now that we have created those members, we click on store. We can right click here in the graphics and click on store, and you see it creates additional node points, okay, where we had created those members, right? Again, we're going to go to generate members. Now repeat the process for the top chord, and we create those members in the graphics, okay. Now once you've done creating those members, again you can click on store to finalize that creation. Now what we'll do is we'll create the vertical members, okay, in the graphics. So for that, again, we use the same sections, same options to draw our members, okay. Just go in one direction, okay, so going from bottom to top, okay, and we can just create additional members, as you can see. Okay, and then click on store. Okay, so we have created a lot of members. Now we need to create some bracing members, okay. Now the bracings are not going to look pretty because it's going to have a very shallow slope, but that's okay. This is just an example. So we're going to go to a new type of member, which is 0.5 by 0.5 inch members, and in this case you could go in and specify the braces as releases. In this case, I'm not going to release anything, okay. It depends on the type of the connection that you have between the members. If I say generate members, I can just generate the braces using the same options that we had before, okay. And then we can repeat the process on the other side of this bridge to create additional braces. Okay, so once that's done, then you can just say store. So for people who are actually following the document, we're on page number 78 of this document. Now we'll create some horizontal braces, okay? And at the top, I'm just going to put in like an X brace here, and maybe an X brace at the other end, okay? So once that's done, I can just press store again, and it'll create an additional node point where the braces intersect. Okay, so once you've generated all that, what we also need to do is create some additional bracings for these legs, okay. Now what I would do is let's just go to create generate members, okay. I'm just going to use the same member, and I'm going to draw braces like this just to have some support at the bottom legs, and then I'm going to draw a few more members, okay, for this leg member, and then one right here, okay. So if you want, you can create more members if you like, okay. Right click, click on store, and those members are finalized now. Okay, so with that, we've created a lot of members in the graphics. You can create this member using the physical mode, okay. It's not required, but in the document you see that there's two modes. We've created a member using the physical mode and analysis mode. Now let's look at how to delete a member again, okay. This is the page 78 of your document, okay. step number 34, if you see, click on edit, member data, delete members. I can delete this member that I don't need in the graphics, okay? And now you have a node that's not used, okay? So you can go to check, duplicate, and floating joints, and delete all to get that orphan node removed from the model, okay? So that is step number 38 that I just showed you. Okay, so now that you've done all this work to create the model, let's look at the rendered mode of the structure. Click on this option called redraw solid, and you see a solid representation of the structure. And if you hold your right mouse button down, you can actually rotate the structure. Okay, so this is a very simple bridge structure. If you roll the roller button on the mouse, you can actually zoom in and roll it away from you, zoom out. Okay, you can also go to views and see different types of views for the bridge that you've created. Okay, now in this view you see that we have made a mistake. This member is not connected properly. Okay, and if you look at that, that's member number 79 that's shown in the graphics. Now let's fix that. Okay, now what happened is that's member number 82. Okay, so that's correct. I think this is the member that we're talking about, 79. Okay, so let's fix that. We can go to edit, member data, delete members. Okay, and you can click on that member, right click, and it's gone. Okay, if you say create place members, again all you need to do is just specify the start node point, end node point, and we fix the model, store. But now that member is not going to be 79, it's 83. Okay, so it goes in, and so these planar views actually allow you to fix some of the problems that you can identify, okay, early on. Okay, so that finishes chapter number 7. In chapter number 8, we'll look at how to generate text representation of our models for review.